Nathaniel, it's a bit crazy that you only look back like 2 years and you had the fight with Vaughan Lee in Cage Warriors. How much of a roller coaster has this been to get to this moment?
Um, if I'm honest, everything just feels right. It feels normal. I put the work in, and I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. So, I'm not surprised as such. But it's been a very successful 2 years, as you say.
And with this fight, what sort of challenge does this represent for you in comparison to your previous two fights?
He's very similar to the last guy I fought in terms of his southpaw. He's very rangy. He's tall. If I'm honest, I think the guy that I just beat was better than him, and as far as I'm aware, I won that in dominant fashion. So as long as I turn up with my A game, don't make a mistake, I think it's going to be an easy night in the office for me.
And what's next after this fight? Do you have any names in mind, or is it just whoever the UFC give you?
Honestly, whoever the UFC want to give me, I just want to obviously compete, and who am I to turn someone down? So if the UFC want to give me someone in the top 10, perfect. If they turn around and say, oh no, we want to give you someone else, then so be it.
Is a ranking next for you with a win here?
I'd like to think so. I definitely feel that I'm ready for it. Well, I know I'm ready for it. I've been ready for a long time. So, as I say, if the UFC don't want to, cool. But if they do, it'll be nice to finally start working up that ladder.
And how much of this do you have to pay to Brad Pickett? He's obviously been in your corner and trained you for all these years. What tips does he lend to you for nights like this? Because this is probably what has sort of been a dream to you to fight on the main card in the O2.
Obviously, having Brad's great. He's been here, done that, so he can always kind of give me a heads up on how it feels, what it's like. But it's not just Brad in my team. I've got my dad Gary Wood, and I've got boxing coach Angel. I've got my head coach Mickey Pappas and Ashley Grimshaw. And I've got a good team around me. Brad, fortunately, obviously, he's the celebrity guy, so everyone always sees him. But I've got a big team behind me, and I always want to make sure that they get the notice as well, and obviously my striking coach Joe Miles as well. I'm forgetting everyone, so I better start. I get in trouble.
And we spoke about your dad there as well. It used to be your dad that used to give you the pre-fight sort of smack or warm-up, as you might call it, and Brad took over. Are you going to keep it the same way in London, or?
Yeah, Brad's been doing it now for a while. Just he's got used to it, and I think he'll cry if my dad takes that back off him.
And just finally, a prediction for the fight. How's this going to end?
I believe I'm going to get a TKO finish in the first round.
All the best, mate.